Okay guys, so I'm pretty much almost done. I went ahead and just chose the color white. As you can see, I have this little space. I ended up having to put holes in there. As you can see, there's no holes right here, so I'll have to make some. Can you see? It's just bare. Which pretty much her whole head is pretty much full, but I like the way it looks. It's really full. Probably be hard for her to stand up on her own because it's so much in here, but I'll be able to do a lot of different designs in her hair, which I'm loving that idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys how easy it is. The space is kind of small, so hopefully 3 or 4. He's playing Roblox. Okay, baby. That's gross, but okay. So, as you can see, I'm just going to push it in.
You need to flush the toilet when there's poop in there. Not keep it out on the floor.
And pull it out. Okay, baby. Can you stop talking about that, please?
Okay.
Get my pliers out and my scissors. Okay.
Toilet.
See, the needle is down here.
The toilet.
Okay, pull it through. I put a knot as close as to the end as I can get it, and I'm going to cut off the excess. I am going to pull it out. And it's better if you cut it long, and that way if you want it shorter, you can always go in and cut it shorter. But if you do it too short, it'll be, you won't be able to do it longer at all. So always aim to go a little longer than what you think that you want, and that way you can always cut it. And so we're just going to go ahead and thread the needle again. Like I said, because her hair is so full, I said 3 or 4, so I'll probably just do one more in this area, and then I think it'll be good, because the back of her head is so full and the front of it is so full, so the middle is not as full. But it basically, you want to do it how you think you would like it.
This is like for Roblox, where everybody keep the back with that. That's why
So, we'll go ahead and pour this one through, and then we'll look to see. Okay, as you can see, like I said, the middle is a little thinner. It doesn't have as many, but like I said, you can always add more yarn. If you needed to, you can take some out too, if that's what you prefer. But I think I'm satisfied with how it looks. If I feel different later while I'm trying to design, I put designs in the head and I feel that she needs more, I can always go back in and add it. But honestly, if you want to add some, go ahead and do it before you glue the head back on, because you don't want to have to cut it off again. I'm going to go ahead and add one more. I see another little spot where it looks, I see way too much of the scalp. Okay, there we go. I think after this, we will be done adding. Okay, like I said, just cut the excess off. Gonna pull it out, and I'm gonna just cut it long because I am gonna go back in and trim her hair down some. As you can see, there's a lot of different lengths. So I'm gonna go back in and kind of layer it. But just all her hair. Okay. You can see the inside is pretty full. So now it's time to glue her head on, her neck back on. And as I told y'all, you want to go ahead and look for this part. This part goes where her mouth is. And so that'll help you put it back. Okay. So with this one, and it's just regular nail glue. I just got cheap nail glue. Just want to make sure that you can kind of put it back. What's wrong? Put it back in the way it was before. Okay, just to make sure that everything lines up. So it does, it lines up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue. I'm gonna start in the back. Okay.
No, sorry, I know. What's wrong with emo hair? I suppose it's not for everyone. I got an idea. They say the feeling of falling in love is similar to experiencing a life or death situation.
So as you can see, I'm having a little bit of difficulty, but only because I'm trying to line it up just right. And I started off in the back, so I'm gonna glue it down a little bit. I want it to kind of harden, so that way it'll be in there. And when I try to push the rest of it in, it'll go in. It won't go all the way into the head. So now I'm just gonna put some glue around the rest of it. And now I'm gonna just try to push it back in the way we had it before.
I guess we should get Darwin out of the quarantine room before the nurse gets back. I don't think there's a cure for that. What are you doing? I'm eating as much as I can before it comes back. Before work comes back. And not in my stomach. You know what all girls like? Being treated like they're all the same and having generalizations made about them? What? No, they all hate that. They all
Okay, so see, I just pushed it all the way in, but that's okay.
She'll love you for your imperfections.
Need my tweezers.
When the water's cold. Fine, whatever. Wasn't my idea anyways. Who's her? Okay, she wants me to expose myself, then I'll expose myself. What? I have a cloaca, but I don't know what it is, and I'm too scared to lick it out. Once I had a bit of meat stuck in my teeth for a week. I swallowed it instead of spitting it out. It tasted like toothpaste. Then when I go awkward, I forget how to walk. Okay, bye.
Okay, now we're gonna try it again. And this is the good thing, because I mean, if you push it all the way in, that means it's not connected to anything. And as I told you, if you glue a little piece in the back, you can always just hold it in there, which is super good.
C stands for seriously stupid. That's not how you spell serious, so that doesn't even work. And we're not applying S yet, so that starts with an S. Why did you have to drag me into this? You know very well that I like Darwin. It's written all over my face. Your face is literally 2 dots in line. Like Morse code. What does that expression mean?
Okay.
Intrigued, skeptical, hungry. I'm really sorry. It's just
Alright,
not
so this time, it looks like it went in a lot better.
you like someone, you're supposed to help them.
As you can see, I'm gonna give it just a few seconds to dry, because you know, nail glue does not take long to dry at all.
I lied. About what? I do know how to make a love potion. A party
Okay, So I pushed on it a little just to see if it's gonna give way. It does feel like it may. So what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit more nail glue. And where it feels like it's gonna give way is on this side. If you can tell how it's going in just a little. And so as I bend, I just put my hand and bend in the spots that open up. I'm gonna just fill in with some glue.
What are you doing? Well, I thought it would be more romantic than putting it in your drinks when they're not looking.
I'm sorry, my 1-year-old is kicking my hand. Okay. So I just pushed it back in. And we're gonna see how this turns out. I have a little bit of excess glue around the head, so I'm gonna just rub it.
There's still way too much deodorant. I think I wrote a little thank you for fixing your love life. What are you talking about? Darwin, I saw it. So what?
And I still see some glue. I don't know if you can see it glistening or not. I'm gonna wait for it to dry, so just a few more minutes. Okay. So hopefully it's dry all the way. Everything, it feels pretty sturdy, stiff. So now I'm gonna take the body and I'm gonna stick it in. Now if you go and stick the body in and the head pops out, you just have to re-glue it. Okay, so as I did, my head did pop in. So the glue must not have been dried all the way.
So what now? Instead of playing matchmaker, we're gonna have to play match.
Okay. Okay. So let's try this one more time. And this time we're gonna sit and let it sit. Okay. Okay. So now, not really sure. We're just gonna let it sit and dry for a little bit. And then once you feel that it's dry, then go ahead and stick the body in. But basically, that is the way that I rerouted my hair ghost doll. And like I said, I did the exact same thing for Her Majesty when I made her magenta.